You remember Chris Stark, the sidekick on a British radio show? Everybody called him the awkward BBC reporter when he sat down with Mila Kunis and asked her to be his date at a wedding. Well, that interview just went crazy viral. In fact, as of this afternoon, it's been watched more than 12 million times on YouTube. Now, Chris is back. He is a new star interview that has also gone unbelievably viral. This time it is with the lovely Jennifer Aniston. As of today, this has gotten more than 2 million hits. And yeah, Chris is still as charming and, quite frankly, uncomfortable as ever around Hollywood's most beautiful stars. BBC Radio 1's Chris Stark with us tonight from London. Great to have you here, Chris.
Hi, mate. You all right?
Well, let's get into this because I got to show everybody just how you've extended your 15 minutes of fame. I want to show the first question that you asked Jennifer Aniston about her new movie, where she happens to be playing a stripper.
Me and my mates went to a strip club in Prague. And,
how was that?
It was good. It was an odd experience because they offered like a steak meal whilst the people danced.
So you're eating steak.
It was very different.
And getting a lap dance? Or just watching them on stage?
Yeah, you're sort of watching them on stage. It was very different to how...
eating meat.
Yeah, it sort of worked. But
sounds very, like, sort of caveman-like.
It was kind of, yeah. It was very different to how you played anyway. You were amazing.
Well, thank you.
Chris, I love it. I mean, she was just playing along with you. And look, I know how hard it can be to pick out that first kind of icebreaker question with a celebrity to make them feel comfortable, but did you actually go in meaning to reveal so much about yourself?
I don't think I really did. I think what I wanted to do was try and talk about, you know, because I knew she played a stripper, obviously, in that movie. So I almost wanted to tell her a bit about my experience to maybe find out how we could be maybe a bit similar. Because obviously, like, I thought she'd, you know, playing a stripper, so maybe she'd been to a strip club. And then, to be honest, like, just my line of thinking was then, we'll tell her about the time you went to a strip club. You know, I think it was more trying to find out how we were similar.
Yeah, you kind of
the whole thing, rather than just telling her about me.
Able to relate to each other. I totally understand that. And look, I'm talking to you now. We watch you in these interviews, and you just seem like a regular guy. And quite frankly, I think that's why so many people connect to you and enjoy watching these interviews. But of course, there's some people acting. Is the whole thing an act? Is it some carefully crafted act? What do you say to those people?
I love the. In all honesty, I'm you know, I think you can probably say I'm nervous talking to you. If I've heard about this, you know, a few different people saying, "Is it like a big act?" And it's like, well, no, because I defy anyone to sit in front of Jennifer Aniston and not feel a bit awkward or not feel a bit nervous. And the whole thing with it is like, I don't do many of those interviews. In fact, I've done very, very few interviews on my own in that kind of environment where it's their environment. And it happens at 2 of them, you know, and I've probably done 3 in total, have for some reason got like these millions of views, and it's lovely and it's really humbling. But I'd love to say this is some big act because it would make it a lot easier for me to justify why I am maybe a bit nervous in this thing, you know?
No, I do know, and I don't doubt for a moment that you're completely genuine, and I get that you get nervous, but for a nervous guy, you're still pretty bold. You actually asked Jen if she has a cheat sheet. I absolutely loved this, a cheat sheet list. Watch this.
Something I really wanted to ask you, as like one of the probably most famous, hottest women in the world, is like with me and my mates, especially the ones who've got girlfriends, their girlfriends allow them to have a list. So they have like 5 names on a list, and the girlfriends don't mind because they probably will never meet them. I just was wondering how it worked with famouses like yourself. Like, do you have a list of normal people that you fancy? Does it work like that, or does that make any sense? Or?
It does make sense. No.
No. No lists. I had to, only because you are probably in the top 5 of most guys in the UK, you know.
Oh man, that's very flattering.
It's like the girlfriends wouldn't mind if yeah.
Were you hoping you were on that list, Chris?
Oh, I don't know. You never know. You only get these opportunities once, AJ. You know, it's like it's literally you get one chance only with these things. So I just went for it.
Well, you do a great job, and I hope you will never lose whatever it is that makes your interviews the way they are. Chris, great to have you here. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much, mate.